races and in between. And a note for anyone trying to wager online, folks, there was an issue with HPI on their end. We hope to have that fixed within the first couple of races, so keep a watch on HPI. Hopefully they'll get that wagering going here in New Brunswick. Apparently you can wager in Ontario, but not in New Brunswick right now. The problem is on their end. Starters have been called to the gate here for race number 1. Pacers for the first are rolling in behind the starting gate. Just about post time for the opener. From the inside out, we have YYY Delilah and Colin DeCourcy. Bet on the Moon with Gilles Barrio. Amazing Mac, Dave Dowling. Jedi Jim with Brody McPhee on the outside. That's Shiny Diamond and Mark Haig. Here they come for the first. There they go, off and pacing. Great start from the pylons. YYY Delilah. She's the first one into the turn. Bet on the Moon from the inside now. She's getting away in second. Amazing Mac right there third on the outside fourth. That's Jedi Jim. He's backing up looking for the 4-hole. Right ahead of Shiny Diamond. They are just like in the program out of the first turn. 1 through 5 en route to the opening quarter. They're chasing the 3-year-old daughter of Captain Crunch. That's YYY Delilah. Clear on the front end for DeCourcy. Right there. Bet on the Moon, the free-legged 3-year-old filly, getting a nice trip there in the 2-hole. They went by the opening panel, 30 1/5. YYY Delilah in command of the racetrack. Bet on the Moon, pacing along in second. Amazing Mac right there with the leaders in third. A little gapped out fourth now. That's Jedi Jim. No move yet from Shiny Diamond. She can see them all there at the back as the horses come in front of the fans. First time around, they're a little strung out. They're chasing YYY Delilah. She's halfway home under tight lines for Colin DeCourcy. Bet on the Moon is biding her time in the 2-hole. They were over the half. 1-0, 2-2, second quarter, 32 seconds even. YYY Delilah has complete command of the racetrack. Bet on the Moon is biding her time there in the 2-hole. Amazing Mac tightens in from third. They roll by the 5/8. The race is on. Barrio just gave the cue to bet on the Moon. She steps to the outside now. These two fillies hook up bridle to bridle on to 3/4. Bet on the Moon. The free-legged filly has cleared to the front. YYY Delilah second. 3/4 is on the board. 1:32 3. Bet on the Moon now clear by 2 on the turn. YYY Delilah needs more in second. Amazing Mac on the outside third. There's a battle for fourth between Jedi Jim and Shiny Diamond. Top of the stretch. Bet on the Moon clear by 4 for Barrio. And she looks strong through the stretch. Here's Bet on the Moon. Gonna score for Gilles. Second's going to be tight. Looks like YYY Delilah over Amazing Mac. Time for the mile. 2-0, 2-1. Now making her way back in front of the fans comes the unofficial winner of race number 1. It's the 2-horse Bet on the Moon. 3-year-old filly, by all bets off, from the state treasure mare, Salute Sealster. Owned by Ivanhoe Landry of Quebec, he does the training. Gilles Barriot did the driving for Bet on the Moon. New lifetime record today. She stops the clock 2:02-1. The free-legged filly gets her second win of her racing career. Congratulations to the connections, Ivanhoe Landry, Gilles Barriot, and Bet on the Moon.